Shalom. This is GMS Solid Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there, spreading this word of sincerity and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Gone. So a spirit just hit me, to go into a certain topic, and I think it's gonna be, I believe, number 16 of Message to the Watchman. And the message of the day is, the title of the video is, We Are Servants. We are servants of men. Gone. The video is gonna be named We Are Servants of Men. Slack, yeah, that's my dog. Yeah, we are servants of men. Us having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding makes us servants of men. We have to go out and teach and help the people that are without. Give them this understanding, give them this wisdom. Like the scripture says, let me grab it real quick. Sirach chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before Yahweh. Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. So the greater you are, the more humble thyself, man. So that's why the Most High is dealing with the meek. That's why the Most High chose the lowly of this world to confound the wise, the poor of this world to confound the wise. The Most High is dealing with humble people, man. So of course Satan be trying to jump into it, trying to get you in a proud state of mind. That's why the scripture also says knowledge puffeth up. So Satan be trying to get you in a proud state of mind. But we always got to remember that, we got to stay humble, man. The more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding you're gaining, the more humble you need to stay, man. For the sake of the people that are without. You need to adapt yourself to every person. I did a video about that a couple of days ago. You got to adapt according to a person, man. You can't treat every person the same. There are certain levels in this truth, different levels in this truth also, that you got to understand that not everyone is that deep. So you got to treat people accordingly to what they know and how they walk in this truth. And the Apostle Paul was also doing that. So I got a couple of scriptures lined up. Starting off with 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 19. For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. You see, so even though we are free, nobody, concerning the truth, nobody orders us, nobody forces us to do anything. So we are free unto all men. But like it says, yet have I made myself servant unto all. You see, so we have to be servants unto men. We have to teach them. We have to edify them with the scriptures. We have to give them this spiritual food, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We have to hand it unto them on a plate, man. That's what we got to do, man. That's why the apostles be telling us, like, try to make at least 3 videos a week, man. Try to make at least 3 videos a week, And while you're trying to make at least 3 videos a week, don't be in a spirit of, yeah, I made 3 videos, so that's it. Try to make more if it's in your power, man. If it's in your spirit. Quench not the spirit, like the scripture says. So we gotta do whatever we are capable of. And feed the people, man. Feed the flock. Because what did Yahweh Shai say? If you love me, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed my lamb. So that's what we got to do, man. To the best of our ability is to feed the flock, man. And be a servant unto them. Because we are serving them, man. Us sitting down and breaking down these scriptures day in and day out, from the elder apostles on down. That's ministering, man. That's serving the people that don't have this knowledge. that don't have this truth or that don't understand certain things. We go into it, we break it down, and we need to feed them. Because the scripture also speaks about, and I've been pulling this scripture last couple of lessons, man, but it's very important, man. Jeremiah 23:30. Therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, said Yahweh, that steal my words, every one from his neighbor. So you can't be a man of the Lord that be stealing the words from the neighbors, man. Our neighbors are fellow Israelites. So we have to preach this word, man. And how do we preach this word? Via the internet. So we have to bring this word out, man. We have to preach this word. As soon as the Spirit be hitting you, whatever situation you may be in, look for a way out, man. Get out, man. Wherever you at. Hey, if I'm at the job, man. If I'm at the job and I feel like making a video, I step into my car and I'm gonna, go buy some projects, man. I keep the Lord keeps those perks upon me, and it's also Lord willing that I have that possibility, and I'm thankful for that, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. I'm thankful for that. So Yahweh that will continue, but that also gives me a certain spirit. Like, yeah, so if I have this possibility, I should do it, man. I should do whatever I can to feed the flock, to feed the people of Israel, man. Because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is against the prophets that steal my words, every one from his neighbor. So if you're not preaching this word, the Most High will eventually turn against you, man, because you are unprofitable. You are unprofitable, man. The Most High be looking at you like, yo, so what's up, man? You got this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, but you're keeping it for yourself. You have to become a servant unto all men. Not only studying for yourself and gaining wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and keeping these brothers out there as a dry tree, man. As a dry plant. You have to water them too. Because spiritually, what we are doing, is we are watering, man. We are planting the seed and we are watering. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5. Who then is Paul and who is Apollos? But ministers. Let's go into that word, ministers. Ministers.
Strong's G 1249. Diakonos. Diakonos.
Diakonos, it says, one who executes the commands of another, of a master, a servant. You see? An attendant, minister. A waiter. You see? A waiter, hey, that's spiritual, because I just said we are serving a food, man. We are serving spiritual food, man. Drinks and meats. Bread, water, milk. A waiter. One who serves food and drink. We are serving spiritual food and drinks, man. Because what did Yahushua say? This is John chapter 6, verse 35. And Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. Why? Because Yahushua is a part of this truth, man. Yahushua is the word, man. Yahushua is this truth. So that's what we teach. That's what we preach out onto the people. So it's spiritual food, because Yahushua himself said, if you accept this truth, you're never gonna thirst, man. You're never gonna hunger. Because why? This truth is spiritual food, man. So we are ministers, which a minister is a waiter that serves food and drinks, man. It's all spiritual, man. So 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5. Who then is Paul and who is Apollos? But ministers by whom ye believed, even as the Lord gave to every man. I have planted, Apollos watered, but Yahweh gave the increase. You see, so we are watering, we are planting the seeds, and we are watering them with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding day in and day out, week in, week out. To water the plants, man, to water the seeds that they may grow and become tender and delicate, acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai. How do you become acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai? By doing His will, man. So you have to be able to know His will before you can do it. And how do they get to know His will? By the man of the Lord that preach it. So that's the water, man. And if the Most High finds a quality in this person, then He will give the increase. Let's look up that word increase.
Strong's G 837. Auxano. Auxano.
It says to cause to grow, archment, to increase, become greater, to grow, increase of plants. You see that? Of plants, man. What are we spiritually talking about again? About the dry tree, a dry plant, the seed, the water, growing to be tender and delicate, as of a plant. It says of infants, of a multitude of people, of inward Christian growth. You see, so the Most High allows you to grow, man. But how do you grow? By the watering thereof, by the planting thereof. So Yahweh Tazah, by us serving unto the people may grow thereby, man. The Most High may give the increase, man. They may be Most High willing, they come in the position that the Most High is gonna look at them like, okay, I'm gonna increase him or not. But the I say that the food, the spiritual food and drinks need to be out there, man. And who's putting it out there? The servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Verse 7, which are servants of men. So then neither is he that planted anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High giveth the increase. So going back to one of the first things that I said, knowledge puffeth up. So you have to understand that you are nothing, man. You are nothing. Don't think that because people come into the truth because of you, that you are now somebody, man. Because the scriptures speak about the Most High can raise up stones and let them come to worship Him, and let them preach this truth, and let them make videos. The Most High don't need you, man. So you gotta stay humble, because why? The greater thou art, the more humble thy be. You gotta stay humble, man. It's all about staying humble. Now he that planted and he that watereth are one. They are both laborers in Yahweh Shem Shai, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building. You see? So we preaching this word out in the highways and byways, but we also making videos, sit downs, study sessions with brothers, that are more close to you, on Skype or whatever, wherever you do it. To do what? To be a servant, man. To be a servant unto all. That doesn't mean that you worship them. That doesn't mean that you bow down to them. No, that means that you serve them. You are a waiter. You are a waiter. And you serve them spiritual food, snacks, food, bread, appetizers, dinner, drinks, liquor. Yeah, man, because the scriptures is described as wine. The scriptures is described as wine, man. In the book of Job, you will find a friend of Job. He was containing his knowledge, and he described the knowledge that he was containing like a vessel of wine that is about to burst, man. Let me read it real quick. This is Job chapter 32, verse 17. I said, I will answer also my part. I also will show mine opinion. For I am full of matter. The spirit within me constraineth me. Behold, my belly is as wine which had no vent. It is ready to burst like new bottles. I will speak that I may be refreshed. I will open my lips and answer. You see? So the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that he was about to speak was described as wine. And throughout the whole scriptures, you will find that this truth is also like wine. So back in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 19, for though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself a servant unto all, that I might gain the more. And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews. You deal with the men that are more skillful in this truth. You deal with them on that level. That goes back to what I was explaining about. You need to deal with everyone accordingly, man. Not everyone is that deep. And if you rebuke a guy that is 10 years in for certain things, you can't rebuke a guy on that same thing that has been in for a couple of months, man. You can't expect him to know that. Did you know? You got to be merciful too, man. But a guy that has been slacking for 10 years, man, you rebuke the shit out of him, man. Of course, that's normal. You know? You shoulda, woulda, coulda have known, man. So he needs to step up his game. Other than the guy that just came in this truth, man. He doesn't know. Can't expect certain things from him. Yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews. To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law. So he went in unto the law, like, hey, boom, boom, boom. Correction came via the law, instruction, of course, with the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and through the spirit of Yahushai. These things was being preached. But, certain things got corrected with the law, man. And the law would be pulled up to see if certain things were right or wrong. Because Yahushua didn't come to break the law, man. So with the law, you can still preach, man, and edify, and let people grow in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. If they are under the law, to them that are without the law, as without law, being not without law to the Most High, but under the law of Yahushai, which that's the law of grace. That's the grace that we are under. If you never grew up with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I can't come on you, bringing up the law and rebuking the shit out of you, But you have to approach them with the mercy, man. Like, look, you are not under the law, but you have to understand that there is a law, But you need to take your time, getting used to the commonwealth, which is the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Israel, and grow in it, and take baby steps, man. That's why Yahushua said you have need to be born again. You have to be born again. It's like being brainwashed, man. Because being brainwashed is actually a good thing, man. Your brain needs to be washed. Washed from what? All this filthiness that you see around you. Cesare Borgia. That you need to wash out of your head. Out of your mind. All these philosophies, all these strange doctrines that are out there. You need to be washed. You need to be cleansed from all that filthiness and need to be born again. You need a restart, so to speak. So that's how you approach people that are without the law. And you teach them about the law. But first and foremost, you teach them about Yahushai, how that we that walked without the law have grace, and in due time, need to learn and start learning the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai again. Because the scripture in John says, what is love? The keeping of the commandments. You see? So it says, to them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to the Most High, but under the law of Yahushai, that I might gain them that are without law. So the Apostle Paul is doing everything, adapting in every way to the level of and the quality of the people, you know, because through Yahweh Shai, they may be cleansed, man. They may be whole. You know, with what shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed unto the word, which Yahweh Shai is the word that became flesh. You know, um, verse 22: To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might that I might by all means save some through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So we got to deal with people accordingly, you know, and serving them accordingly so they might gain, man. Sometimes you got to go back to the basics too. Explain basic scriptures. Go over the law. Break down the law, certain things, you know, go into, milk scriptures. That's how it goes. That I might by all means save some. Because we are doing this for our nation. And if there's righteousness within our nation, those people need to wake up, man. Verse 23, and this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you, so that we might enter into the chariots, and be under Yahweh Shai and being crowned by Yahweh Shai, enter into the kingdom of Yahshua Allah, man. That's what we do it for. And we have Yahweh Shai as a great example, man. This is Mark chapter 10, verse 42. But Yahweh Shai called them to him, and said unto them, Ye know not that they which are accounted to rule over the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and their great ones exercise authority upon them. But so shall it not be among you. But whosoever will be great among you shall be your minister. You see, the greater ones, the ones that have more understanding, more experience, know more scriptures, they are gonna be your ministers, man. They're gonna help you walk in this truth. They're gonna show you certain judgments. They're gonna show you certain things. Being spiritual fathers unto you, man, guiding you in the way, showing you like, listen, watch out for this, watch out for that. When you walk in the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, prepare thyself for temptation. Strange things is gonna happen unto you. That's what these better yet older brothers is gonna teach you, man. With our Father watching, which is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But so shall it not be among you. But whosoever will be great among you shall be your minister. And whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be servant of all. Why? Why is the chiefest of the camp? Why is he a servant of all? Why is he the biggest servant? Because he needs to feed the flock, man. He needs to teach everyone that is under him. Because nobody can teach him in the group. He needs to teach them. He needs to teach his flock. And whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be servant of all. For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto. Nobody had to serve Yahweh Shai in that time. When he was on the scene, nobody had to bow down unto him, and bring him things and bring him presents and all kinds of things. But he was giving them presents. He was giving them food. That's why the spiritual thing concerning the bread and the fishes and stuff like that, that represents the spiritual wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that he was given. And when he said, gather up the fragments that remain, was the people, man. The people that remain were the fragments. But when you read it, you think it's talking about the food, the bread and the fishes. It's talking about the people. Gather up the fragments that remain, because certain people, if you bring out food, they would only come for the food, man. They would only be there for the food and not to gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, or to sincerely follow Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So it says, for even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. So it's very important for us to understand, man, we are constantly serving the people, man. And that vexed spirit should not come upon you if people don't understand if people deny Yahweh Shem Shai, because you're just doing your job, man. Like the scripture says, whether they hear or forbear, man. We preach this word, man, whether they hear or forbear. You know, we keep walking in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, and teach people according to their understanding. And if we see that they have potential to grow further, you go deeper. You go deeper into the scriptures with them. But you, as a man of the Lord, have to see and understand on what level certain people are, man. You know, if they're ready to step up their game. As a watchman, you're supposed to know that and train that and become skillful in that. That's another video that I made recently. You know, that through this, within this truth, you become a discerner of spirits, man. Learning to know the characteristics of people and where they stand. Because if you know where they stand, you know where they can go, you know, or where they have to go, you know, and what their qualities are, and if they are able to come in the camp, yes or no, you know. So yeah, man, that was basically it. Another message to the watchman. You know, I hope it was edifying, and until the next one. Shalom.